It seemed in the early 90s that the market will solve everything. For obvious reasons, all the post-socialistic countries were very much against the intervention of the state. And I think we all believed that the market will be a solution to all of that. So privatize the media, liberalize the media, get private owners and so on, and that will solve most of the issues. Unfortunately, the events in the following decades showed that market has its own weaknesses, particularly in the area of Central and Eastern Europe, which is relatively small market. Each country is a relatively small market, a small nation very often, without wanting to, of course, upset any nation, but compared to the economic needs, it is usually too small to produce a lot of specialized and other media. So unfortunately, the politics returned, whether it's through the government or through political parties or through private owners with political links. It would be difficult to talk about market as such in general, because all of these markets, as I said, are quite small, and so the market itself did not help that. However, there are media in specific markets that tried to overcome some of these obstacles, and in many aspects they did help that. I must say that, for example, in Slovenia, we have two main commercial broadcasters apart from public broadcasting company, and although they, of course, today mostly rely, when it comes to entertainment, they mostly rely on reality shows and telenovelas. However, when it comes to news, some of them produced really good news, not just right now, but in the last 20 years. Or in the last 10 years since they were established. Perhaps because they want to be seen as independent, perhaps they are catch-all media who want to gain wider audience, not just politically biased audience. But I must say that they have helped pluralism and helped democracy, let's say in Slovenia, purely by being, in that way, I wouldn't say so much necessarily independent, but in many cases critical of the government, because the people were expecting them to be, and they gained also advertisers through that, which was in a way important. And in spite of the fact that at 8 p.m., at 9 p.m. you watch, of course, Big Brother or The Farm or Biggest Loser or things like that, which is, of course, for many people very negative. Or you watch telenovelas, let's say from Turkey, which was until recently quite unexpected in Slovenia, or before that in Croatia. But when it comes to news, they did help. So I wouldn't say that the market in general, but some of these market-oriented media companies that rely on large viewership, and they want to gain large viewership, they probably realize that they can gain that only by allowing most part of their news to be independent. I think that sometimes they are afraid to report too critically about largest advertisers, although sometimes they even went against some of those advertisers. But when it comes to politics, they certainly proved or have shown to be quite critical of most of the political actors, which is in a way success.